Hello students, this is Santhosh Rao Sir. Welcome back to Amigos IAS. In today's video, we are going to discuss about UPS 2025 GS paper cutoff trend as well as general observation about the GS paper. And in this entire video, we are going to discuss about two important aspects. The first one is what are our key observations regarding this year GS paper, and the second one is regarding the cutoff trends. Okay. So, of course, after these two things, we are going to discuss about various other observations. So, what I can say is, stay tuned till the end of this video so that this video can be useful and inputs of this video you can use and you can strategize better for upcoming prelims. This video is useful to the aspirants who given this year UPS 2025 as well as who are planning to giving UPSC 2026 and 2027. So now let us start with our part 1. So that is about how was this UPSC 2025 GS paper. Was it tricky or was it very difficult? So after getting feedback from our students, we can say that this year prelims paper is all about moderate to difficult. Okay, we cannot say it is easy, but moderate to difficult, all we can say that. And the most important observation about this year prelims paper is about they tested concept clarity especially and how you are linking those concepts with the current affairs. That is much reflected especially in my subject, that is Indian Polity and IR. Okay. In so many classes I told you about that recent Supreme Court observation regarding the governor's veto powers. That question was asked in this year prelims. Okay. And even in the context of Russia-Ukraine war, regarding that, you know that Norway, Sweden, they have the fear of annexation by Russia. Because of that, they joined with the NATO, and at that point of time, we discussed about NATO, and that question reflected in this year prelims paper. And even in 2023 G20 summit, India proposed the India Middle East European Economic Corridor. At that time, in our classroom, we discussed about the International North-South Transport Corridor. It is in news as well. From all these things, we can say that UPSC is this year's GS paper. They tested clarity, concept clarity in GS plus how student is linking GS with the current affairs. And apart from that, they also tested the interdisciplinary linkage. They tried to ask questions, okay, about linking of different subjects. Okay, that is what, especially regarding the with respect to science and technology and environment as well. So this is the first observation. And the second observation is about generally most of the times UPSC prelims used to be majorly dominated by polity as well as the environment. This time we can say that most of the subjects they got their due credit. For example, polity and environment, even though they dominated, this year the science and technology and economy also they have their fair share along with the Indian national movement. So this year 5 major subjects dominated pretty much equally, that is economy and Indian national movement, Indian polity, science and technology and environment. They have their fair share, so that subject balance is maintained among all these subjects. Okay, that we can say that. And apart from this, with respect to polity and international relations, like I said, this time questions went beyond the conventional reference books like Lakshmikant. Especially, they asked questions related to linking of GS with the current affairs, like I mentioned earlier, especially regarding the reserving of bills by the governor to the president. And regarding the removal of speaker, it is in news as well. So, they pretty much testing the knowledge about current affairs linkage. Now, let us come to our part 2. That part 2 is about the cutoff. How much cutoff we can expect? Okay. Generally, the cutoffs can go high. That means I can say that cutoffs can be about 92 and 93 as well. But there is one catch. That is, CSAT paper is a little bit difficult. Okay. So we can say that because of the difficulty in CSAT paper, we can assume that the cutoff level can be dragged down to around 90. Okay. I can say that cutoff can be around 90 or 88 to 92. This is the bracket, plus or minus 2 of the 90. All I can say that regarding the cutoff of the UPSC GS paper. Okay. And So in case if any student who is exceptionally good with the GS, if they able to get over with the CSAT, then obviously we can say that the cutoffs can be increased. Otherwise, this year GS paper, we can say that it is in between 2023 GS paper as well as the 2024 GS paper. The difficulty level, you all know that 2023 difficult paper was pretty much very high difficult. In the difficulty scale, it is towards the extreme end of the difficulty. Okay, so this paper is not that much difficult, but it is somewhere between the 23 and 24. Okay, this is regarding the trend cutoff trend analysis. So I can all say that about the cutoff can be in and around 90 marks. That is regarding the cutoff, and how this video can be useful to the coming coming attempts or coming exams. Okay, all I can say that is after looking at the question standards and looking at the cutoffs, you can better so you can strategize in a better way for the next prelims. That is, you have to be very good with your NCERTs. Concept clarity is must, and at the same time try to do the daily newspaper. Okay, try to go through the daily newspaper and go through the PYQs, and last 100 days try to do the mock test. So what I can say that concept clarity and daily news, that is current affairs, and PYQs, and finally do multiple mock tests. Okay, by following these kind of 4 essential things, you can get very good marks at least in upcoming prelims. In case if you are pretty much confident about this year prelims, feel free to contact us. Here I am going to start the PSIR crash course, okay, for students who are writing the PSIR mains, okay, and even I am going to deal the GS paper 2 as a part of the UPSC mains crash course. In case you or your cousins or your friends, if you are in a position of clearing UPSC prelims, okay, don't hesitate and don't miss the opportunity. Feel free to come and join with us regarding the UPSC crash course as well as the PSIR crash course for the upcoming 2025 mains. I hope this session added value in your preparation. Thanks for your time and energy. Have a great day. Jai Hind.